Hey everyone, my name is Chaemin and welcome to my channel, Chaebies. This is where I share my unfiltered opinions on the K-pop world and maybe even throw in a few takes on the Western music market or beyond. So if you enjoy real, bold content, please consider subscribing after watching. Now before we start, this is just my opinion. There's no hate toward any idols, groups, or fandoms in these videos. I always do my best to keep things unbiased and make sure it's fun, respectful, and enjoyable for everyone. So with all that said, let's get into the world of unfiltered opinions. 1. Jennie stopping mid-performance. I still find it so crazy how Blinks are defending her while she's giving nothing for thousands. Jennie's performances have gone from elite to embarrassing. And here are some videos from the second tour stop, and yes, only the second one, that shows her not trying at all. As we can see, all of these are so unnecessary and unprofessional, and it's embarrassing. I do understand that in the second video she is fixing her mic box, but let's be real. You don't need 15 seconds of dead stillness to fix a mic pack. Other idols perform through sprains, sickness, and worse without letting it show. Jennie, she pauses, zones out, and throws off the whole group's synchronization. After a 3-year break and over 1,000 days to train, reset, and come back stronger, she's still stopping mid-performance, not once, not twice, but repeatedly. It's always health issues or technical problems, but that's just so unrealistic. How low do you need to be to use these excuses each and every time, which is constantly, and still no one believes it? And the worst part, it's not new. This has been happening for years. At this point, it's not an off day, it's a pattern. And it's not just unprofessional, it's disrespectful to every single fan who emptied their wallet expecting to see a superstar, not someone half committed on stage. Blackpink is 4 members, but one keeps clocking out when it matters. The group deserves better. The fans deserve better. And honestly, I'm done calling myself a Blink if this is the standard we're expected to accept. Jennie, do better. And I hope the rest of their tour goes well for the fans who deserve better. 2. Taeil wanting less prison time. Taeil from NCT 1 to 7 has been sentenced to just 3.5 years in prison for rape, and I will keep speaking out about how horribly lenient that is. This is yet another case of celebrities getting it easy, no matter how serious the crime. Taeil, along with his 2 accomplices, Lee and Hong, raped a Chinese tourist who was heavily intoxicated and completely vulnerable, and somehow, 3 years and 6 months is all they got. That is not even close to enough. A judge in Seoul even described the crime as extremely grave, yet they still gave them just half of what prosecutors asked for, 7 years. Why? Because they were first-time offenders. That's supposed to be a reason to go easy on someone who took part in a group sexual assault of an unconscious woman. It's completely messed up, and honestly, I don't understand how anyone can still listen to their music or defend them after this. This isn't about scandal, it's about real trauma, a real victim, and real violence. And what's worse, Taeil actually tried to ask for a lighter sentence. Are you serious? That's not regret, that's disgusting. You get 3.5 years for raping someone and you think that's too much. That alone shows how little he cares about anyone but himself. The court also ordered them to take 40 hours of sexual violence treatment, which is bare minimum. Sure, it's something, but honestly, I wish it was way longer. This wasn't just a mistake made while drunk, this was planned, predatory, and done while the woman was unconscious. Under South Korean law, this kind of attack is classified as aggravated rape and quasi-rape because of how vulnerable she was and the fact that it was a group assault. It all happened after they drank with her, waited until she was too intoxicated to stand up for herself, and then took her to Lee's house in a taxi, where the rape happened. That's not a bad decision, that's straight up evil. Taeil, Lee, and Hong are disgusting. What they did is unforgivable, and I truly wish them the worst in life. No one who does something like this deserves to live comfortably or return to the public eye. The woman they hurt will carry that trauma forever, and 3.5 years in prison isn't justice. It's a joke, and we have every right to be angry about it. So to the poor woman who this happened to, I hope you rest and fully recover from this incident and come back stronger. I'm sending all wishes and prayers to you, and we have your back. JYP editing Jeongyeon's body again? JYP was caught editing Jeongyeon's body to look slimmer and twice as this is for MV, and honestly, it's beyond disappointing. This song is supposed to be an anthem for women who've been overlooked, underestimated and silenced. Even though I personally didn't connect with it musically, I respect its message. It's bold, unapologetic, and empowering, but editing Jeongyeon's like that completely disrespects the entire point of the song. Jeongyeon is beautiful and healthy the way she is. Editing her body multiple times in the MV and even in TikToks is straight up body shaming. It sends the message that even she, a strong, talented, real woman, isn't good enough to be shown as she is in a song meant to uplift women. That's not just tone deaf, it's hypocritical. And this isn't the first time either. The same thing happened in the One Spark MV. It's becoming a pattern, and it's not okay. Jeongyeon has been through so much, especially with her health and image in the public eye, and this kind of editing just adds more pressure and disrespect. I am genuinely happy for Jeongyeon as she is more comfortable with showing her body, as she rocked a crop top for the first time in years, and she looked great, just for this to happen. JYP needs to be held accountable. At the very least, a public apology or acknowledgement is deserved, not just to Jeongyeon, but to the fans who expected this song to mean something real. You can't preach empowerment and confidence while secretly editing a member's body behind the scenes. 4. Blackpink members Lisa, Jennie, and Rose said the N-word multiple times and pretended nothing happened. One thing, it doesn't matter how long ago it happened, the fact that members of Blackpink said the N-word multiple times is something that should never be brushed aside. This wasn't a misunderstanding or a language issue. They understood English well enough to know exactly what that word means, a slur that has been used to dehumanize and oppress Black people for centuries. To be specific, Jennie said it around 5 times, Lisa around 6, Rose once, and Jisoo didn't say it. That's over 10 times combined, 12 in total, and they weren't forced. They chose to say it. They could have skipped the word or replaced it with something else, but instead, they said it proudly, with no hesitation. What makes it worse? They never apologized. Not once. They got massive backlash. There's no way they didn't know, but they stayed completely silent. No responsibility, no explanation, no basic acknowledgement. It's like they think they're too big to be held accountable, too famous to reply to criticism, or too untouchable to say I was wrong. That's not strength, that's arrogance. Racial slurs aren't something you just ignore and move past. They require real accountability, and ignoring the hurt they caused shows a complete lack of respect and consideration, not just for Black fans, but for anyone who believes in basic human decency. Whether you're a fan or not, this isn't just a mistake. It's a choice they made and a choice they continue to make by staying silent. And don't start with the excuses of how Jennie danced with or made a song with a Black person, like she is interacting with another human. That doesn't make her not racist. She's not unbothered, she's just ignoring her responsibility. If she's too famous to say sorry, then she's too fake to respect people. And another thing that's just the honest truth is that you don't get to profit off Black culture and disrespect it at the same time. So why does she continue with the hip-hop concept? And that's all for today's video, Chaebies. Whether you agree or not, I appreciate you watching and being open to real conversation. I'm not here to sugarcoat, just to speak facts and keep K-pop accountable. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more unfiltered opinions. I know some people will defend this no matter what, and that's fine. But over here, on this channel, we hold people accountable, even the idols we used to admire. Whether you agree or disagree, this is Chaemin, and as always, stay loud, stay thoughtful, and never stop demanding better. Love you, Chaebies. Bye.